got me into nutrition. So many people, almost every nutritionist, every personal trainer has a story on what brought them into the field. And 6 years ago, Shelby knows this one, probably heard the story 2 or 3 times already. I went to see a nutritionist, and I said, hey, you know, I'm putting on weight. I was 235 at the time, okay? To give you an idea, I'm 205 right now. And I thought I was eating correctly. I thought I was doing all the right things. I'm a trainer, I'm working out, but I couldn't lose weight. And I was like, what is going on? So I went to go see a nutritionist who was working in our facility 3 doors down. And she said, the best way for me to help you is to do a blood test. And I said, okay, I'll do a blood test, and I'll come back and give you the results. And I did that. And we looked at it, and she's like, you know, there is a red flag here. You're not digesting food properly. You know, it says here that this is high. I don't know what she said at the time, but that was high and elevated, and you're not digesting protein. You know, specifically it was protein. And I'm like, okay. And she's like, so what are your symptoms, or what are your concerns? And I'm like, well, I'm overweight. I feel I'm a trainer, and I feel like, you know, if I can't help myself out, how can I help my clients out? I was bloated. I had acne, I had gas. Not like you guys want to know that, but I mean, I had those issues, and I just thought it was like, to be honest with you, I thought it was all normal. I'm a guy, got acne, hormones, or whatever's going on. She says, well, this is all a byproduct of you not digesting food. That food is hanging in your intestines, it's fermenting. That's where the bloating and the gas are coming from. The acne is coming out of your skin, so it's not even related so much to hormones per se. And I'm like, okay, so what do, then she asked me, so what else is going on? Well, you know, like, what's your health history? And I said, well, I've had acid reflux for 15 years. She goes, okay, this is starting to make sense, and I've been taking antacids for 15 years. So Zantac and the Prilosec and the Tegament was back then, and Rolaids every day, and she goes, you've taught your body how to not digest food. You know, you're taking all this antacid, and that stomach acid, that's what you need. And I'm like, okay. I'm kind of like a little confused, but trying to understand. And she goes, so I'm going to recommend a supplement that's going to stimulate acid production in your gut. And at first I was like, there's no way I'm going to take more acid, because it burns every day. It burns at night when I'm sleeping. And if you've ever had it, it is not a fun experience, you know. And probably being from Wisconsin, drinking every day for about 10 years didn't help, I'm sure. But not every day, I'm joking. Laugh a little bit, come on.
And eating cheese.
Yes, eating cheese and beer and all that fun stuff. I'm sure that really created the environment for me to have that acid reflux. So I started taking this supplement, one supplement, okay? Vitamin Shop, Sprouts, wherever you get it. 2 months, I lost 25 pounds, no more bloating, no more acne, and I'm like, wow. I was just kind of like blown away, like this one little supplement to make more acid. So the doctors told me to lower my acid. She told me to increase my acid, and everything that I followed with her gave me all the results that I wanted. So I was kind of like, I was just blown away. I mean, I've been in this for 15 years. I thought I knew a lot about nutrition, but I obviously did not. So I was on a quest to research and get certified and learn everything I can possibly learn about nutrition. And I've been 5 years since and learning as much as I can. Every day I'm on the internet researching, listening to other nutritionists and doctors. I work with 3 doctors right now in other offices and helping their clients out with their issues, because so many people have bloating and constipation and all this digestive issue that we're not even aware of. You know, we all think it's normal, and I've been like this for 20 years. And they it may be common, but it's not normal, your symptoms. So that's kind of a little brief, not brief, but it's a good description of where I am. And studies are showing that 90% of us in the population do not have enough stomach acid. A big concern. If you want to lose weight, you got to have enough stomach acid. I'm not telling you to go out there and stimulate that, but we can do testing to determine if that's the right thing for you. So right now I do work with labs that we can do tests to see, are you digesting food? Are you digesting protein? Do you have a bacteria infection? Do you have a yeast infection? Do you have a parasite? Do you have a food sensitivity? I have all this at my disposal because I work with doctors. We can help you guys out. So that's just something to keep in the back of your head. So you guys probably...
question?
Yes.
Did your acid reflux go away?
I haven't had it since. Huh. I mean, only if I really abuse it. You know, like say I would have a fatty, like pizza and beer, I'm gonna have it.
Okay.
Okay. If I'm eating cleanly, and most of the time I do, but I like
If I
my
have fatty pizza and beer, I'm gonna
the
have
carne
it.
asada burritos.
Not a problem.
So do you just not take acid, if you get the acid reflux, do you just not take any, like Tums or anything?
I have not taken an antacid in probably
Okay.
since I've started. Yeah, it's been
Okay.
amazing. What I would actually do is take probiotics.
Okay,
Probiotics would be a great avenue to reduce that acid
Okay.
because that bacteria can definitely support it. Or actually taken stomach acid to eliminate. It's so,
yeah.
and it doesn't make sense, right? But it's amazing how it
Okay.
really does make sense if you understand the physiology of our body and how it works.